there are some customs that are very enjoyable.
Let's not get all riled up about this.
An occasional drink never hurt anyone.
Come on, fill up.
A drink in the evening is just about the best thing I know of.
So with that being said,
Cheers, brother. Hey, buddy.
Hey, bro, how are you?
Yeah, good, man. Really, really good.
Nice. I understand you've been for a heck of a long bike ride today.
Yeah, good bike ride today. 30 miles-ish. Purbex. It was pretty wet up there. Windy, wild. Just great. Just a good day to be out. Got my cheeks a bit rosy.
Sounds like the perfect storm for an excellent time for drinking beer.
Is that a pun?
It was.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yes. Yeah, it was, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you're dying to crack a beer open. What we got on the menu today?
I really hope that it's not situationally amazing, this one. But I've got a weird feeling that it might just be absolutely banging. So
trust me, I've done no exercise and eaten terrible food today, so I'll be the anchor point. If you fly away with the ferries, I'll be there to pull you down.
Perfect. You bring me back down to earth. Awesome. Crashing down to earth. So today, Electric Bear.
Another spanner in the works.
Session IPA. So Electric Bear, Bath, founded by a chap called Chris, actually started the brewery out of his garage, just on like a small home brew kit type affair. And, just a story of greatness, really. He just focused on making really, really nice, tasty, obviously kind of new wave, dry hopped beer in his brewmeister, and he's just going on to a bigger scale, which is awesome. So this is what we've got today.
Nice. And I had a cheeky look on Untapped as well earlier on, and I noticed it's only had 100 check-ins.
Really?
Right here and now. And nothing. There's no blurb on it. It gets a 3.67, so kind of above average score, but still very early days in terms of the rating. So I'm very interested to see because as I say, there's no blurb or anything about it.
Wow, that's interesting. So we don't really know. It doesn't say on here what
to expect.
Hops they use. It doesn't say what to expect. It doesn't say what hops to use. So let's just go. It's a session IPA,
which is interesting because anybody's judgment on the beer is purely based on what they want a beer to taste like. Other than normally it gives you what to expect. So we'll see. We'll keep our open
Gregory.
That's a beautiful thing.
Check out the Tekus on this guy. If we're into
I think it was you that said to me once, Stemless Techo would be an amazing punk band name, and I completely agree. And there's something beautiful about that. Unfortunately, my glass is not so fancy today. I'll call it a goblet just so I can feel a bit fancier.
Hey, it'll still taste the same. Or will it?
Or will it?
Or will it?
Have they done something magic to their glassware to increase the score of their beer?
So that's how she's looking. Very, very clear.
Oh, super clear, like apple juice.
I think I was expecting something a bit more murky, maybe a bit more, unfined, unfiltered.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother. Yeah, I've got to say, it's, I suppose with a session, you don't want it to be too, dank and thick, but... Oh, wow. Okay. That's good. That's good.
Very, very interesting. I was not expecting that.
No, that's really, really citrusy. Do you reckon that's
floral? Really, really floral. Almost like a Parma Violet-y, kind of rosy. Very, very, got an amazing perfume to it.
Yeah, it's like a lemon tree growing in the field of roses.
It's like a lemon tree growing in a field of roses.
You know the part where I said I'll be there when you fly away with the ferries to pull you back down to earth.
Yeah.
So,
Well, does that mean it's any good though? Is that what you want from a beer?
yeah, I mean, yeah, that is a good question. Do I enjoy this beer? Hell yes. It's a session IPA at 5.6, is it?
5.4 this one.
5.4.
But it does taste. I think you can taste that gravity in it. I don't think it's not that subtle with the alcohol. Not for me anyway. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's because of the rye today, but I can definitely taste it. It's deep.
It's
Quite a
certainly,
big finish
it's
to
certainly it's a big gravity for a session IPA. That's for certain. If you have a session on these, I don't know how many of these big cans you're really going to get through through a day on a session with them. Realistically, for me, anyways, I could maybe stretch the 4 before I'm dancing around and singing a song somewhere. You know, it's
Who doesn't want you dancing around singing a song somewhere? I mean,
sure. But normally, if you're going for a session, you kind of want to have a beer that you can jump through kind of 8-9 beers and still be, you know, upright.
8 to 9 beers. Goodness me, I think I'm probably too old for that now. You young whippersnappers, give me 4 or 5, and that's
well,
it.
you put the word session in
Oh,
it, you know, a session isn't 2 beers, is it? You know, a session, you're going for it.
Yeah, 4 big beers is. Do I just sound really old now? I just stopped myself. 4 big cans for me would be that. That's a session.
Yeah. However,
Yeah.
so maybe they are right. Maybe you could have a session on these.
Only having had half, not quite half yet. This is wonderful as an approachable bitter. I'd say that it's not too new wave. It's not too dry hopped. It's not like overpowering in any way. But likewise, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
But likewise, I don't think it really dazzles. It's not like I've had some electric bears where you're like, oh my goodness, it's a real sort of show-stopping beer. I don't think it's that, but then it probably shouldn't be. Maybe
Session.
Session.
Are you going to be sitting down at a table appreciating the beer when you drink it? Maybe not. That's why it's a session IPA. It's there to be sessioned. I feel like I should stop saying session. I've said that so many times.
However, yeah. I mean, if there was ever any doubt,
I know what you mean. You can taste the booze, but at the same time, the balance is really nice, and the fact that right at the end it's really smooth. As you say, you don't get that dry hoppy, blow your socks off like bitterness. It's just quite a subtle.
Yeah, it's like sort of maybe a bit like lavendery, almost like tutti frutti ice cream kind of vibe I get towards the end there. Really,
yeah. Are you getting the citrus as well from that?
It's definitely got citrus right at the start. It's at the end you get like this. Yeah, it's really.
It's a really nice balance of sweetness. Yeah,
and I think that if you were, summer sunshine outside, beer garden, terrace, wherever, a pint of this, you're probably going to want to have that second pint. Which, you're going to really want to have that second pint. So I guess from that, it's a session pale, isn't it? That's exactly what you want a session to do. Is you want to finish that first pint and then be like, yes, please, same again.
Yeah. So maybe that is the definition of the session IPA then. It's one where you finish and, we've said this before with a really, really good beer, even though you can get through it, you might have an amazing, even like a 5% beer, which is amazing, blows your mind. You get to the bottom of it and you don't think, I want one of those immediately again. you just think, I can't believe I just had that beer. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Let me try another beer because I've now scored like, you know, a 10. I want to get another one to try. This one is, you could be at a festival, smash it, you know, you have one of these, you're like right back to the bar, straight away back in.
So good. So the question is, buddy, what are you going to score it?
It's a really good question, Anne. It's a really good question. My personal, just the beers that I like, and because I have got no blurb to sort of have the bar of what I should expect, I'm just going on, this is a session IPA, and how do I rank it against other session IPAs that I've had? I'm going to say 3.75.
It's a great score. You literally read my mind. Literally read my mind. It is good. It's good. Am I sort of blown away by it? No, not really. Does it get towards that 4? Not quite. I'd say it's between a 3.75 and a 4, but it just doesn't do enough for me to get to a 4.
Yeah.
So 3.75. 3.75 for me on Untapped. Good. What a good little beer. I'd like to sort of revisit it again, maybe. In the sun, in the summer, in the sunshine, outside. Just see, you know, where it suits, where it sits.
Oh, I'd be so happy if, well, you know, pre or post COVID, having a bit of a house party, stock up the fridge with a bunch of these bad boys, and that's what's on the offer. You know, that's what's on the table to give to people.
Yeah,
I think this would be a perfect beer for something like that. You know, it's a bit more interesting than, you know, your typical. No disrespect to Bruno. No disrespect, man, but just getting a bunch of punks in your fridge, which I think, because of how big they are, that's what a lot of people know. They know craft beer, punk, they'll whack a bunch in their fridge. If I had a bunch of these in my fridge over punks, I'd be laughing all day long.
I think that would be quite a nice duo to have in your fridge. Is to, you don't want to get angry. Just want to drink one. Just want to drink. Hey, look, you know, they do what they do. You know my thoughts on Brewdog. I don't need to make that lead clear, but I think it would be nice to have something like that together in a fridge, where you could have one and then the other, just so that you might get some more subtleties out of one, out of the other, you know, to mix up a bit like that. But
yeah, so I guess the question is, because I know you have. I've had a couple of electric bears in a few spots, keg. You have drunk a lot more electric bear than I have. In terms of the other ones you've drunk, how would you stack this one up in terms of what they're up to?
It actually probably falls more towards the bottom end of what I've had from them. I'd have to go back and have a little look through, but from memory, I don't think I score them under a 4 generally. Yeah. Normally 4.25 or 4.5. Their regular beer is called, again, I don't know, but Word, something like that. W, loads of E's, RD. It's
I know. I've seen that. I've never had it. But
I think basically it was worth like 5 in Scrabble, and they were like, no, we need one that's worth at least 20. So they really wrapped up the Scrabble points with that. I've just been handed actually by my glamorous assistant, who's off camera, a little blurb about the beer.
Have you?
Have. So it's we should be getting hints of spice and citrus with floral, piney, and tropical notes.
Yeah, I'm not getting spice. I'm getting everything else.
Meant myself with spice, but it's good. It's really good. So spice, citrus, and floral really are the main ones, with bits of pine and then tropical to finish. I mean, it's good. They've done what they've set out to do. Is it great? Is it full? No, not quite. $3.75.
You know, it's a good beer. I'm not, you know, I wouldn't say this is a bad beer at all. In any world, is this a bad beer? I just don't think it's setting the world on fire. I don't think it's breaking any barriers. I think it's just a good beer.
And I think that on the Untappd score, the Untappd score obviously reflects it a little bit as well. Maybe I was probably a little bit surprised when you said it's as low as it is. Just because I know that the quality that they do and what they do is outstanding. But maybe probably not their best work.
Yeah.
Or just maybe not what we're looking for. Definitely at the moment.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did it? Well, now I know the blurb. Did it deliver what it said it did? Everything except the spice. I'm not getting like a cinnamon or a spiciness or a nutmeg or anything like that. If you guys are watching and you're getting that, let us know in the comments. I can't see that, but we said floral, we said citrus, and pine is kind of is almost standard now. Tropical, not that much, but it's a good beer. It's not a great beer.
Cool. On to the next one.
Nice sharing it with you. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
There are some customs that are very enjoyable.
Let's not get all riled up about this.
An occasional drink never hurt anyone.
Come on, fill up.
A drink in the evening is just about the best thing I know of.
So with that being said,
Cheers, brother.